Hello and welcome back to Cooking with Suzanne. So today we're going to prepare a summer salad. There's so many great ingredients at the market right now, and I thought it would be nice for us to put together a nice salad that you can make in the morning and have it ready for dinner later in the evening. And of course, if you want to fire up the grill, grill a nice piece of fish or a steak and you have a complete meal. So I was able to pick up this beautiful seedless watermelon that's very, very sweet. And surprisingly, watermelon and tomatoes go very, very well together. So we're going to use some tomato, cucumber, English cucumber, fresh lime, a little bit of either spring onion or scallions, some red onion. I have a nice large red onion here, and some fresh herbs, and that's pretty much it. A little bit of vinegar and olive oil, and we'll top it off with some feta cheese, and we'll have a beautiful salad. So why don't we get started? I have my bowl here, and what you want to do first is get your acid and your oil into your bowl. And today I'm going to use lime juice with a little bit of white balsamic vinegar. You can use sherry vinegar, you can use a champagne vinegar. It really is entirely up to you. You could use lemon juice if you wanted, but today we're going to use, and for these ingredients, I have 3 tablespoons of lime juice. And to that, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of white balsamic vinegar. The reason why I want to add some white balsamic to it is to really soften up the acidity from the lime juice. It does add a little hint of sweetness to the vinaigrette. So 1 tablespoon of white balsamic, and we'll start with a couple of tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And we can always add a little bit more. Anywhere from 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil is good. And this is a nice extra virgin first press. So we'll put that in, and we can just start adding all of our vegetables and our fruit. So I have about 1.5 cups of cherry tomatoes, and I will say that if you do have some heirloom tomatoes soon to come out of your garden, you can use a variety of tomatoes here. You can cut them in varieties of shapes and color, and it'll even make your salad that much more beautiful. But these are just cherry tomatoes, 1.5 cups that I'm going to add. And the watermelon, you really should have a nice sweet watermelon in order to make this salad really flavorful. And this is a seedless. The seedless watermelons do tend to be a little firmer, a little tighter than the watermelon that has seeds. So if you can get a seedless, I would definitely suggest it here. And this is about 4 cups of 1-inch cube. You want it about the same size as your cherry tomatoes, which I did have, and the large ones I actually quartered. So we'll put in our 4 cups of watermelon, and I do have English cucumber. You can use a regular cucumber, but you might want to scoop out, just use a spoon and scoop out the seeds so that you just get this nice flesh, which is really beautiful for a salad like this. So this is about the same, about 1.5 cups. The only difference is I did cut the cucumber a lot smaller, about 1/4 inch dice. And we do have, I did take 1 scallion and I sliced it very thinly on the bias. So I will put a little bit in the salad, and I will also keep some to garnish on top. And then we have red onion, 1/2 cup, and it's thinly sliced, but if you can't get it thinly sliced, or you really don't like the taste of a piece of onion in your dish this size, then go ahead and dice it. But this I did thinly slice it, and there's about 1/2 cup here. So we'll go ahead and put that in. And of course, we will want to season this with some salt and pepper. Now, as far as herbs go, there's so many ways you can go, depending on what you have coming out of your garden. Parsley is a great herb to use here. You could use Thai basil, you could use regular basil, you could use pistou basil. If you have chervil growing in your garden, you could definitely add some chervil, and of course chives. If you have some chives growing, you definitely want to put a good handful of each of these herbs in here, and it'll really pull some beautiful flavors out of your salad. So let's throw some herbs in here, and we'll also keep some for garnishing on top. And I will grab my salt and pepper, which is right here, and put some pepper on top. And this is really nice to do ahead of time. You actually want all of these vegetables and the fruit to be really nice and cold, including the tomatoes. So you want to get this done ahead of time and let it macerate in your refrigerator. And we can put a little bit of kosher salt over the top, and then we can always season the top of the salad with a little bit of fleur de sel as well. Okay, a couple of other ingredients that I do have here on my platter is a pepper, a sweet pepper. You could also even a jalapeno pepper. If you would like that spice, you could finely dice a jalapeno pepper in this salad. You could take about a half a cup of a nice sweet pepper, finely dice it, do it more like a 1/4 inch dice, and put it in your salad. And if you wanted this to be more for a vegetarian entree, you could also take an avocado and slice it, and you can garnish the entire top of the salad with some nice avocado. And if you decide to do that, you do want to squeeze some lime juice directly on your avocado and season the slices with some salt and pepper, and then put it over the top of your platter. Okay, so let's get this mixed. We have just olive oil, vinegar, and lime juice, balsamic vinegar and lime juice in here. And then we will also add some feta cheese to the dish. Now this feta cheese that I have here is a sheep's milk feta. Okay, then you just want to give this a taste and see if it needs any more seasoning before we go ahead and actually plate it. I have a nice platter here. I'll just put this aside, and we can use this plate. This will be really nice. I actually marinated a skirt steak, and I have some nice spices on it. I actually grated sweet onion and garlic. I minced garlic, a little bit of lime juice, a little bit of olive oil, and I added some oregano and a little bit of chili pepper and espelette pepper and black pepper. And I made kind of a paste out of it, and I smeared it on the steak, on both sides of the steak, and we're going to put that on the grill. So you'll have this nice spicy steak with this nice cool salad, and it will be very refreshing. Okay, so just take a taste and see what you think as far as salt and pepper goes. I think it needs more salt. Of course, tomatoes need salt. Watermelon's even better with salt. Cucumber needs salt. So everything that's in here really does need the salt. So you don't want to not add it. It's going to make it much more flavorful. Okay. I think that should do it. Yeah, I really do like the white balsamic here. It does really kind of cut the acidity, and it really is really lovely, especially with the watermelon. Okay, so let's just take our platter, and we will plate it up. If you notice, the cherry tomatoes and the watermelon are all the same size. They're about 1 inch. If you did use the heirloom tomatoes, you can do some nice wedges. It would look beautiful. And also use some cherry tomatoes with it. Then you do want to take your juice and put it all over your fruit, all over the salad. There we go. And the last thing we want to do is cut our cheese and put the cheese directly on top. So you could either crumble your feta cheese if you like, or you could cube it. So we will take our cheese, and I think we'll cube it here. I think it'll look really nice. And also keep in mind that the feta cheese will also add another element of salt to the dish, which is nice. I would say about a 4-ounce piece of feta would be enough for this size salad, which I think would be plenty for 6 people. We'll just put some cheese on top. Another vegetable that I think would be beautiful with this salad too would be radish. If you like radishes, I would thinly slice some radish and put that on the salad, which would look really nice. Some finely chopped fresh herbs right over the top. And then we'll take some scallion. And I think I will finish it with just a little bit of fleur de sel. And that you would want to do just before you're ready to serve. So here you have your beautiful salad. Thanks so much, everyone. Hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye now.